this video we're going to learn from the great songwriters, and what a great place to start than with David Bowie's Life on Mars. With some of my students we do learning from popular songs, what we can learn from these popular songs to then bring into our own chord progressions to transform them, expand them and change them when people are doing their own songwriting. So the idea of these videos is to explore that so that you can bring that into your own songwriting. So we're going to have a look at Life on Mars, which has this chord progression, which has a beautiful descending bass line. I'm going to show you how that in a moment on the video, and then you can unpack that and see what you can learn from it. So without further ado, let's have a little closer look at the chord progression for this wonderful song, Life on Mars by David Bowie, and see what we can learn from it. So let's look at the chord progression for Life on Mars. F, A minor, A diminished, and D. But what is so wonderful, particularly if you're a piano player, you can see that the chords are derived from voice leading. My little finger is just dropping in semitones, the semitone being every single note. So the chords are F, but then A minor over E. Then it's a diminished but over the E flat, and then a D major triad in its root position. So these chords are generated by voice leading. I've done a video about this, thinking about chords from a different perspective, and I'll put the link here in the comments below. But this is where you generate the chords from just moving notes, just moving your fingers, not thinking about them in blocks of chord movement, but just moving your pinky and seeing what you find. So in effect, being creative, and then afterwards maybe giving the chord a name. Again, as I always say in my videos, there's not just one truth, it's a theory, and we don't know what we see what we know. So these are only concepts, but they may help reveal some beautiful divine music that you can write yourself. So if I had a chord of C here, I could drop that pinky like that, drop it down. If I had a different inversion of C, drop my pinky, drop it again. So going back to Bowie's, he starts and then he drops his little finger, drops his little finger again. Obviously I'm relating this if you're a piano player. So you could do the same thing. Let's have a G major chord. Drop. And it's not the same as the Bowie because I'm finding different kind of chords, different kind of qualities of chords, because as we noticed there, Bowie goes to D and I haven't been doing that. So you find that you generate a new forms of harmony. If your chord progression was C, G, A minor, why not approach it like that? Your G there, and then your A minor there. Now, if you wanted a C chord after that, you might just drop your pinky. So your bass is doing much more interesting movements. That's a really nice way to generate new chords. One more thing, Bowie very cleverly after the first two verses, he brings an A flat chord up and does it the other direction. So beautiful, so clever. Look, brings the bass note up a semitone, up a semitone again, and then does like a mirror image that we've had before with the G flat chord. So as I say, you could pick a chord. Let's say we had an A major chord, drop it in semitones. Go a little bit further, we have the Beatles' Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Think about feeling good, depends what key you do. Not quite dropping in semitones, that dropped in tones. So that one dropped down in a tone, down a tone, down a tone, and then down a semitone. So you could apply that yourself, particularly if you used a major triad. Down a tone, you'd have to alter the quality of that. Maybe down a semitone, or maybe even down a tone. You could have that again, and then change that, and then you could even have some kind of F chord maybe, or even F minor. So there you can see some things to try, and then you can try and compose a melody over the top. So back again. There you go. I hope that helps, and I hope that you can then take this on board and explore it in your own compositions, in your own improvisation, in your own songwriting. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Bye for now.